Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in. Today, we're going to conquer a situation that pretty much everyone encounters, but honestly, one that can feel a little bit intimidating. Mastering coffee shop conversations in English. If you've ever felt that sudden wave of panic when it's your turn in line, trust me, you're exactly in the right place. We're going to break this whole thing down together, step by step. So the next time you step foot into a cafe, you're going to feel completely in control.
So, picture this. Have you ever wanted to order your favorite coffee in English, but suddenly you just didn't know what to say? Maybe you knew exactly what drink you wanted, or you just needed a menu, but you totally froze up. Or maybe the barista asked you a question and your mind just went blank. Well, let me reassure you right now. If that's happened to you, absolutely do not worry. It happens to literally so many English learners. The really great news here is that ordering at a coffee shop is actually one of the easiest, most useful ways to practice your everyday English. Why? Because these chats are short, they're super friendly, and they follow a really predictable pattern.
All right, let's dive into this. First, we'll look inside the coffee shop. Then, essential coffee shop vocabulary, followed by ordering and paying. After that, we'll go through a real coffee conversation. And finally, finish up with some tips for speaking naturally. To make this super practical, we're going to treat this like an actual, real-life journey with a simple 4-step process. You walk in, you read the menu, you order, and you pay. We're going to literally walk through this simulation together, step by step, so you know exactly what to expect at every single stage of the game. Part 1. Inside the coffee shop, setting the scene.
Okay, so imagine you've just opened the door to your local cafe. Right away, you're hit with that incredible aroma of fresh coffee. You look around. People are chatting with their friends, maybe some folks are working quietly on laptops, and you hear some soft music playing in the background. You walk right up to the front and look up at the big menu. Now, there are a lot of choices up there, right? Coffee, tea, hot chocolate, juice, maybe even some food like sandwiches, cakes, and cookies. It can definitely feel like an overload of information all at once. But hey, don't sweat it if you don't know every single word up there. Honestly, you really don't need to.
Section 2. Essential coffee shop vocabulary. Words you need to know. Let's kick things off with the word barista. This is simply the person who prepares and serves your coffee. When you walk in, this is the friendly face who's going to be greeting you and taking your order. Next up is the counter. This is the physical spot where you actually place your order and pay. When you stroll into the shop, the counter is basically your ultimate destination. It's where all the action happens.
And here we've got the receipt. That's the little piece of paper showing your payment. It's a great term to know because right at the very end of your interaction, the barista will likely hand this to you or at least ask if you want it.
Now this next choice is absolutely crucial. You are almost certainly going to be asked to pick between these two options. Hot, meaning very warm, versus cold, or iced, meaning chilled. In English coffee shops, they're constantly asking you to clarify the temperature you want your drink, so just be ready to fire back with one of these two words.
All right, here's another extremely common either-or question you're going to face at the counter. Will your order be for here, meaning you want to stick around and enjoy your food or drink inside the coffee shop, or will it be takeaway, meaning you want to pack it up and enjoy it somewhere else? Having these two simple phrases locked in your memory is a real game changer. It's going to save you so much hesitation.
Section 3. Ordering and paying. Step up to the counter.
Now, what's really interesting here is how simple the menu actually is when you break it down. You'll usually see drinks like a latte, which is coffee with milk, a cappuccino, which is coffee with steamed milk and foam, and an espresso, basically a strong shot of black coffee. And of course, you've got your sizes, small, medium, and large. Remember, you absolutely do not have to understand every single item on a cafe's menu. You just need to find something you like. So let's say you decide on a medium latte. You walk up, the barista smiles and says, "Good morning, what can I get for you today?" You just smile back and confidently say, "Hi, I'd like a medium latte, please."
But wait, the conversation might not end right there. The barista might actually ask for your milk preference, like whether you prefer regular milk from cows or a plant-based alternative like oat milk. If they ask, "Would you like regular milk or oat milk?" it's super easy. you can just reply, "Regular milk is fine."
Once you've ordered your drink and, hey, maybe added a chocolate cookie to treat yourself, the barista is going to enter your order into the register and give you the total. Let's say they tell you your total is $8.50. I really want to emphasize this vital phrase, "Can I pay by card?" This is such a simple, essential question for completing the transaction smoothly. You tap your card, the payment goes through, the barista hands you your receipt, and boom, you're done.
Section 4. A real coffee conversation. Putting it all together.
Okay, I'm going to read through this simulated dialogue at a slightly slower pace so you can really hear how this flows. Allow the natural, simple rhythm of the exchange to just kind of sink in. The barista says, "Good afternoon, welcome." The customer replies, "Hello, I'd like a large cappuccino, please." The barista asks, "Would you like it hot or iced?" "Hot, please," says the customer. "Would you like anything to eat?" the barista asks. "Yes, I'll have a blueberry muffin." Now after that, the barista might ask, "Anything else?" And if you're finished, you just say, "No, that's all." Then they'll ask for here or takeaway. You answer, "For here, please." They give you the total, you pay, and that's the whole shebang. Notice how short and direct every single turn of speaking actually is?
To help you build that exact kind of rhythm, these phrases are basically your ultimate toolkit. "I'd like a coffee, please." "Can I see the menu?" "What do you recommend?" "I'll have this one." "Thank you very much." These expressions are super easy to remember, and honestly, you can use them almost anywhere. Practice these phrases often because repeating them is going to build immense confidence.
And finally, Section 5. Tips for speaking naturally. Your mindset for success.
And this brilliantly illustrates a trap that so many learners fall into. You really do not need long, complicated sentences to sound good. In fact, simple English works way better. Instead of saying something robotic and stiff like, "I would like to purchase a beverage," natural English is simply saying, "I'd like a coffee, please." That's it. Just speak clearly, smile, use polite words like please and thank you, and seriously, do not worry if you make a mistake. Every single conversation is just helping you improve.
So, here is my mini challenge for you to try out the very next time you visit a cafe. First, read the menu in English. Second, order your drink in English. Third, ask one simple question like, "What do you recommend?" Fourth, thank the barista. And fifth, notice the new words you hear, and when you get back home, try to remember just 3 of those new words and use them in your own sentences. You've got this.
I want to leave you with this really powerful thought from our source material today. Confidence grows through practice. It really is that simple, folks. Small, daily practice leads to massive improvement over time. Every single time you order a drink, ask a question, or even just thank the barista in English, you are actively becoming a better English speaker. Keep listening, keep speaking, and I promise you, soon enough, ordering in English is going to feel incredibly easy and completely natural.
Well, thank you so much for learning with us on this explainer today. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final, fun question to think about. What will your order be tomorrow? Get out there, test out your new skills, really enjoy your next visit to a coffee shop, and keep on practicing. See you next time.